from the new India group, the new WhatsApp that we started yesterday, which we called Quake Team Atomy World, just a place for us to gather and share information to really get everyone involved and able to start up the business in India. We have such a huge opportunity in front of us, and for Dharnendra and Nilan and any others who are from that side, I don't know if you're aware that we also just opened in China. So we have both China and India have just coming online this year. So that's, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the world's population has just recently opened up to us. So the potential for our business is just explosive. That's all I can say. We have no limit really to our potential now. So, where's my share screen? There it is. All right, so the presentation that I'm going to start with, I know I had a couple requests from some of the Indian members for really basic information. This is a presentation that Ari actually put together. It's the Atomy A to Z, Z if you're not Canadian. So we'll have a look at that. It's very simple. Is that coming through?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we are good now.
All right. So Atomy is a company that was founded in 2009 by Hangil Park. And again, I'm not going to get into big explanations about how or why, but essentially, he has spent a lot of years in multi-level marketing and various kinds of businesses over the years, sometimes with great success, sometimes not. But Atomy is the culmination of his life's work, and whatever he learned in this life, he wanted to share the wealth, if you will, with the poorer nations of the world. And that is essentially, now my clicker doesn't want to work. All right. There we go. So now when you look at Atomy as a business, you have to consider whether it is a legitimate business. And Atomy certainly checks out. If you do your due diligence, you will find that Atomy has been around for 11 years, grown from nothing to, I believe we should exceed $1.5 billion US in sales in 2020. It could even be higher because all this coronavirus stuff has actually boosted the business. Our number one product, HemoHim, I believe sales are up somewhere on the order of 50% this year. HemoHim being a good way to improve your immune system to fight off things like coronavirus. So here we are. Is it a legitimate business? Absolutely. I believe we may be up to 10 million members now. And certainly there's no doubt if you look into Atomy, I have tried for quite some time, and many of us have also tried to find any negatives about this company. And we can't find any serious issues anywhere. Up, down, or sideways, Atomy is a legitimate company. So that checks off. Now, are they ethical? Well, the entire business is built around sharing and caring for others. So every time we turn around, Hangil Park is donating more money to projects around the world, like digging wells in Cambodia, and there's races to raise funds. So every Atomy group around the world, in the approximately 15, 16 countries we're in at the moment, every group is encouraged to take part in local charities and fundraising and all these things. And that culture is so deep in this company that one of the imperial masters You wouldn't know this if you're brand new, but when you become an imperial master in this company, you get the equivalent of $1 million bonus. And one of the imperial masters actually turned around and donated their entire bonus to charity, trying to outdo the chairman's giving. It's just amazing. Every time you look further into this company, you find that there's just this element of sharing and caring. Our team in Canada is not only business partners, but I must say we're all friends as well. And it's quite amazing. I've never really experienced anything quite like this in all my years in the working world. So we check off the ethical, absolutely. Now, management ability. Atomy is a highly profitable company. The management, the guidance of Hangil Park is very strong. They have established a company that can live for and continue on for 100 years because the structure of the company is such that everyone benefits in the entire organization. There's not the talk of pyramid scams and such just simply do not apply at Atomy. The top earners, those imperial masters that I spoke of, are limited. They're capped in their earnings so that all of us can share in the fair distribution of all the funds. And no one is, just because someone joined before someone else doesn't mean that they get all the money. It doesn't work that way. It's a fair system, and once you learn how this system works, you'll be as amazed as I am at how fair and just and righteous, which is one of the words used. And I've never heard anyone ever say they have a righteous compensation plan, but it is true with Atomy. We have some of the lowest expenses in the entire industry, one of the best managed companies around. Hangil Park is also quite famous in Korea. Obviously, we don't get the Korean version of Fortune magazine here, but he's been on the cover several times. Now, when you get into the actual products that we sell, now most multi-level type companies, sometimes you have trouble even figuring out what their product actually is. And if they have a product, sometimes it is horrible quality. It's a pretend product just so that they can have their structure of a network marketing company to justify their network marketing and selling packages and recruiting and all these different things. We don't follow that. We have real products. And the Mastige strategy that Hangil Park has established is products for the masses of prestige. So it really means the highest quality at the lowest price possible. And that's pretty basic principle to build your company around. We are a distribution company. We do not manufacture any products ourselves. Almost everything is produced by Colmar B&H. Colmar themselves have been in business in the pharmaceutical and skincare business particularly for close to 100 years now. They're well known and they make brands for everyone. Hemohem, which is our flagship product, is now the #1 product in the entire world of network marketing. So you coming on board to looking at this company today, you will have in your arsenal, amongst many great products, the #1 product in the world of network marketing. That's what you get to promote. Hemohem, again, is a fantastic product. It was developed by the Korean Atomic Energy Institute in order to protect their scientists who work in the nuclear power industry from the damage that radiation does to them. The benefits of Hemohem you will have to do some research on that product alone. We could spend an hour just talking about HemoHim. Here's a few of the proven benefits of HemoHim. And again, we're not going to concentrate too much, but who's HemoHim for? HemoHim is for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're young or old, it can help you. Everything from students who need to stay up all night studying to seniors who need more energy, and as well as people who are sick or cancer patients under treatments. Everyone can be helped with this product. It is fantastic, and I really want everyone to learn as much as they can about it. Then we move on to skincare products. Now, what you see here is our flagship skincare line, the Absolute line of skincare products. Now, in Canada, this product, the member price is about $270 Canadian. I have no idea what that is in rupees, but it's quite reasonable when you consider some of the top brands in the world. A single little jar of eye cream could cost you $200 by itself. So it's very reasonable. Now, Jonathan told me the other day that in the Philippines, the top-end skincare products sell for more than 100,000 pesos, whereas our Absolute line, the entire package sells in the Philippines for 11,000 pesos. So there's a lot of value there. And again, the technology, the purification technology and the herb extraction, fermentation technology, multiple capsulation delivery technology, there is no one in the world, and I don't care what brand name it is, there is no one that has better technology in their skincare lines. No matter how much you pay for it, they will not exceed the quality of Atomy's product. They may match it. They're made in the same factories, actually, but no one has better, and certainly no one has better value. The Absolute code, again, just like the HemoHim, there's a lot of research we all need to do to learn the ins and outs of all our products. And again, we're not going to go into a lot of detail here today, just to say Absolute products are the highest quality that we can possibly make at the most value for the money that we can sell into the market. Again, all of our skincare products and supplements are, as much as humanly possible, all natural products and derived from the best sources and the most pure sources we can find on the entire planet. Atomy will go to any length to find the best source materials anywhere on Earth for their product lines. And again, we actually have a lot of slides here, Ari, about the Absolute. Maybe I should have spent more time getting deep into it, but we're on and again, using many of our products actually use green tea as a base for some of our products. And again, how much good is green tea? Well, we all know that green tea is and tuberose, which I love the smell of the Absolute line of skincare. The tuberose is just such a wonderful smell. Makes me smile every time I smell that. And how do you use it? Again, we all have to get educated on our product line so that we can inform our consumers the proper usage, and we will certainly work on that. So the competitiveness and the necessity of the items, we only looked at a couple items there. Atomy has in Korea hundreds of items. Most of us, our malls probably get in the neighborhood of at least 100 items for sale. Many of them are everyday use items that will be consumed and repurchased quite regularly. So once we have consumers who love the products as much as we do, there's a lot of repeat buyers. We don't have to really sell the products once we get to that point. Our consumers keep coming back because they see the value and they love the products. Unlike most multi-level companies, the product is an afterthought. It's just something they have to have in order to qualify to be a business and appear legitimate. With Atomy, the products are the number one thing in this company. Comes before everything else is the quality of and the legitimacy of the product line. The products literally speak for themselves. Now we get onto the compensation plan. I had mentioned that it's a simple plan. We have two levels. We have unlimited depth of your levels, and we have a global ID. So everyone that joins after us, or everyone that we have added to our line, because our partners can add to our lines, we don't know all of our partners. It goes on and on, well beyond us. So again, how many people are below you? I certainly don't know all the people who are below me. I'm sure Jonathan, Ari, Vinod, everyone here who has multiple partners now doesn't know many of them, because other members come in, they add to the lines, and it just grows and grows. It becomes an exponential. Eventually, it gets a life of its own and really takes off how many people below you. But because we have a global ID, our people can be from anywhere. And all of the points from product sales flow through all of the lines. If you're attached to someone, they could be 100 or 1,000 people away from you in the line. They buy a product down there, and everyone in that line accumulates the points towards their commissions. It's a very simple system. Obviously, I haven't gone into the compensation plan in any detail, and you will get some of that more a little later today. Now, the expenses to enter and maintain. So here you are. It costs you nothing to join. There's never going to be any product sent to you automatically. There's no monthly or annual fees. There's no packages that you must buy. So it costs you zero to go into business and partner with us. Now, that's not 100% true, in that in order for you to qualify to collect your compensation, you will have to make a minimum purchase. But that's a very small amount. And once you have satisfied your personal point minimums, so that you are now in business, you only have to buy a product once a year to maintain your membership. It's very simple. So easy to join, free. Who has a problem with free? I don't. That's my favorite price, by the way. I'm a cheapskate. And it costs you next to nothing to maintain your membership once you've established your business. Fair chances. Now, I had mentioned earlier that we have a ceiling cap, so that those imperial masters are limited in how much they can make. And that allows all of us to share the wealth all the way down to the lowest levels. Whereas in a traditional multi-level setup, those few people that came first and are at the very top of the pyramid, they make all the money, and all those people at the bottom struggle to make anything. With us, everyone, no matter when you joined, can get to the maximum earnings. In our case, it's approximately $1,500 a day for 6 days a week. We don't count Sundays. And that works out to on the order of $50,000 per month. So again, an opportunity for anyone to come in this business and make it to the top of the earnings. As far as you're willing to work, that's as far as you can go in this company. Now, the vision to survive and thrive. Atomy has the vision. It's built around customer success. We are a distribution company, not a manufacturer. We aim to be the leading company of its kind in the entire world. And honestly, I don't see any way that any company could stop us from doing that. If you look at the number one distribution or multi-level company in the world is Amway, and they have been locked into about 10 billion of sales annually for some years now. They're not really going anywhere. Every year they may recruit a lot more people, but they lose a lot of people, so they're lucky to break even. With Atomy, we have not even scratched the surface of the markets that are available to us. And some of the latest talks from Hangyo Park talk about, is Atomy or is multi-level marketing, is this big business? And that's a fair question. When the number one company in the world of multi-level marketing can do $10 billion of business, it sounds like a lot. But if you look at Amazon, if you look at Walmart, if you look at any of the biggest corporations in the world, these companies are doing $800 billion in sales. You know, hundreds of billions of dollars in sales, the biggest companies in the world do. So is a $10 billion company actually a big company now? That's certainly questionable. And as you look at this map and you see we've just added India and China, 35% of the world's population. I mean, that's unbelievable number of consumers. I don't think we can ever recruit enough people to sell to all those people. I don't think we can ever catch up. So what is the limit to the sales that Atomy can do in the world? I don't see a limit, frankly, because we will never be able to get enough people with us to sell to the whole world. So if we really work at this 10, 20, 30 years from now, Atomy could be selling hundreds of billions of dollars. It is a realistic thing, no matter what. So I think within the next 5 years, we should pass Amway to become number one. I do believe that. Now this is the end. There you go. I will hand it back to John because I just wanted to give a quick overview for the new people, and there's a lot more to come on compensation and things like that. So we will get out of the screen sharing, hopefully.
Thank you so much, Dan. I would pass it on to Vinod, actually, right, to share to us.
I would add one more thing, John. Once you get to know me, you realize I love to have things short and sweet. I hate 3-hour meetings. Okay.
For you, Vinod.
You're muted, Vinod.
Yes. Yes, I realize. Thanks, John and Dan. And hi guys. Hi, new guys from India too. So for the new guys, I'm Vinod. I'm originally from India, but I don't speak Hindi. So, however, if you have any friends who you would like to invite, who is not comfortable with English, who can only understand Hindi, we will start something in Hindi fairly soon. But for now, we only have this English language meetings. And don't worry about how we speak, the accent, the way we speak English. We are all immigrants here too. Even though we are in Canada, I think except Dan, probably everyone's an immigrant here. So, all right. Having said that, so Dan gave a wonderful first look at the company as a whole. And there are two reasons why we are in Atomy, why we joined Atomy, right? One is the amazing products. Unfortunately, in India, it's not available yet, but it's coming very soon. And once you start using Atomy products, there is no going back. And trust me on that, that's the experience for all of us. You will fall in love with Atomy products. So that's one reason why we are with Atomy. And of course, another important reason is the money, the commissions that Atomy gives. And that is simply amazing. I will walk you through that right now. I am, again, to Dan's point, I'm not extending that meeting, at least, this is your first time, for most of you, this is your first time attending this meeting. So I will try to make it as concise as possible. I will try to stay at a high level. We'll have more of these meetings and we'll go deeper and deeper into this every time. Okay. And of course, you can always ask questions anytime you have. Let me share my screen. I have a quick presentation that has about 4 or 5 slides, and I may take 10 to 12 minutes to finish this. Okay, so you all see Atomy Compensation. So there are really 3 ways to make money in Atomy. One is daily commission, another is through mastership bonus, and the third one is through center commission. So all of us will be starting this business knowing the daily commission and receiving the daily commissions. So for at least during this call, I'll be going through only the daily commission, because again, there's you don't need to try to grasp everything all at the same thing, but just try to get an understanding of what is daily commission and how you make money out of it, right? So to start with, everyone must know that each and every product that Atomy sells in any country, it has obviously a member price, and it has something called a point value. It roughly translates to, the more the price of the products, the more point value it carries, but it's not exactly true all the time, but generally it follows that pattern, right? So anytime anyone purchases one of these products, that point value will be added to their personal point value. And also that specific point value will be distributed, like the same point value will be distributed to everyone above that individual in the lineage. And we will go through in a little bit detail in the following slides. So we are talking only about daily commission at this time, okay? How do you make money with daily commission? So let's say you you registered as a member, you started purchasing some products, and eventually you accumulated 300,000 points. Now, don't be worried about the high numbers like 300,000, essentially 3 lakhs. That's in Indian terms, right? That's how we say in the Western world, 300,000. So don't be concerned about such a huge number. That's because it's based on, originally based on the Korean currency values. So 300,000 essentially, I think probably equivalent to about roughly $500 worth of things. So at some point of time, you accumulated $300,000 point value. And at the same time, you started developing your left side and right side, either through your direct registrants or through someone that those guys register themselves. So they also started purchasing products. Eventually, your left side combined purchase products up to 300,000, not one person, but everyone combined, right? And your right side also reaches 300,000 at some point of time. On that day, you are eligible for an approximately 70 Canadian dollar commission. You're eligible on that day. It will be deposited in your bank the following 15th of that month or the end of the month, whichever comes first. So you earned one commission on that day. Immediately after you earning that commission, your left side and right side resets. It resets only for you. They are not actually losing their points, but it resets for you. And then when they purchase again, it starts all over again. And the moment both the sides reaches 300,000 again, you are eligible for another $70 commission. So this can happen every day. Think about this, once, your members list, the number of members on each side increases and the number of purchasing increases, 300,000 can be accumulated on each side fairly quickly, and it could happen every day. That means you could be eligible for $70 commission every day, except Sundays, because Sunday is considered a holiday. So whatever points they accumulate on Sunday will be added to the following day, which is Monday. So, and this is not a far-fetched idea that, oh, someone could at some point of time accumulate, make $70 commission. We have enough members even in this call for which this happens every day. And for some of us newer members, this might be happening like once a week, probably twice a week, but it is happening, right? It's very doable. Now, of course, immediately after you make that $70 commission, your left and right resets to 0 once again. Remember that your personal points never resets. That still stays at 300,000. And of course, you may be purchasing more things. You may be adding to it 310, 350, 400, and at some point of time, you reaches personal point value of 700K. So now what happens? The next time the left side and right side reaches 700K, that's when your commission becomes $140 approximately, right? And again, this is a daily commission. So this is just a snapshot. This could go up, and it could reach up to Canadian $1,500 every day. Yes, it will take time. You need to have a lot of members. It will eventually happen, but we already have several members that for which this is happening. So again, this is not a crazy idea. This is the reality. And all these numbers are transparent. Atomy is very transparent about all this. Now, so here's the full picture of what I was just talking to you about. Right, so here's the left and right. There is something called 10,000 personal PV before. I omitted that simply to make it easy to understand. But essentially, here's a full picture. If you accumulate 10,000 personal points and your left and right reaches 300,000 each, then you will be eligible for approximately 30 Canadian dollar commission that day. 10,000 point value, what will it take to reach there? I guess two sets of toothbrush or toothpaste, something around 22 or 24 Canadian dollars. That would get you about 10,000 PV. So you can see how fast you can start accumulating the commissions. So then the next set is, once you achieve 300K personal and 300 left and right, $70 commission. You're eligible for $70 commission. And this is exactly what we discussed on the other side. Above that, 700, 700, 700, you will be eligible for 140. 1.5 million, that's what, 15 lakh, 15 lakhs point value, and 1.5 million on the left. And on the right, you will be eligible for 300 Canadian dollar. So a rough conversion is 100 Canadian dollar is roughly equivalent to 5,000 rupees. 300 would be roughly equivalent to 15,000 rupees, right? It goes above again, 2.4 million, that is 24 lakhs, 2.4 million, 2.4 million, 400 Canadian dollars. And after that, the good thing is that is the top. Like, you don't ever need to make anything more than 2.4 million personal point value ever. And then the right and left, when they started accumulating more, your daily commissions becomes more, as you can see. and ending at capped at 1,500 Canadian dollar per day. Note that this could happen every day, and eventually when you start making this every day, this last portion, if you start making that every day, that's close to 45,000 Canadian dollar per month. I can't quickly calculate how much rupees that is, but you can understand that's pretty high, right? And again, it's not a very far-fetched idea. There are people who are making it, but let's not even, get carried away by these high numbers. Just think about this number, the one that we were discussing there, making 70 Canadian dollar per day, including something called mastership bonus, which I will not be going in detail today, but including that, that means once you reach that stage, you're making close to 2,000 Canadian dollar every month. That's 1 lakh rupees. And our experience shows that there are people who achieved that stage in 6 months. There are people who achieved that stage in 3.5 years. But on an average, if you are in the business, if you persist, if you continue with the business, start working on it, you could achieve that in about approximately 2 years' time. That is $2,000 per month passive income, right? That is the power of Atomy. In addition to this, there is this bunch of masterships and mastership bonuses. I do not want to go through that today. Instead, I want you to get a grasp of what this is. Ask questions either during this meeting or even offline. You may ask questions, send question to the WhatsApp group. We'll be happy to answer. And at some point of time in one of the following meetings, we'll go through the remaining ones in detail. Cool. And let us know if any questions. And back to you, John.
Thank you so much, Vinod, for that very easy and clear explanation about our compensation. As Vinod mentioned, it may not be right away, right? We'll get into our own system of understanding, but more details of that we'll also discuss ongoing into our next meeting. As Vinod mentioned, we are always online. All of us in here that already have the experience doing this business, any one of us can just contact us, ask us, what is this, right, and how it is being calculated, and we can go through to any one of you individually or even in a group meeting to discuss more about it. It sounds good. As Dan mentioned earlier regarding our business, the big mission, vision of the company, a global distribution hub that all of us, all the members will also benefit, right, from the success of the company. And of course, as what we heard from Dan, sustainability of the company is already built up for the next 2 centuries or maybe beyond. Maybe what will not be on our time anymore, but the time for our son, next generation or third generation. And as we all know, this business can be passed on to our next 2 generations. We heard about the company, we heard about the General Commission alone for the compensation is not even included in there, as Vinod mentioned, the mastership bonus, which is the double or maybe triple the amount of income every month. And also another one that Vinod did not go through yet is the center commission. That's every one of us can also have our own center. Before I proceed, right, and I pass it to Ari, for us in here, and this is the most important part, why I am doing Atomy. So I personally request Ari, right, to give us her own share of the vision of our company and also for our own vision. So please, Ari.
Jonathan, can you just allow me to share the screen?
Yes, okay. There you are.
So hi and hello everyone. My name is Ari. I usually say happy virus Ari. Unfortunately, we're meeting virtually, so you cannot get that virus from me. Happy virus from me. But looking forward to see all of you in person in the near future. We went through so many information today, so I will not take a lot of time to talk about why Atomy. So basically, this why Atomy, it's not just my own reason why Atomy, why many people choosing Atomy to be their future business, where they're getting a future income for their loved ones. Okay, so basically there are two types of income that we know: active income, and we all know this person. Who's this guy? And even people don't know about him, the Warren Buffett, world's famous. Everyone knows that he's coach. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So basically, if you don't create a residual income or passive income, we call it, you have to rely on active income. And active income is something that we will be able to get it by using our energy. Just going out there and work, you can get the instant money. And residual income is something that you won't be able to get it or achieve it overnight. So for me, why Atomy? We are all here not for active income. So once you get the clear concept of why we're all doing Atomy, your Atomy business journey will be much smooth. And why we're here, like I mentioned, we're all here to create a path, residual income. You want to make money while you're sleeping. That's why you're here. And you can figure it out how Atomy can help you to create that income. So we're not here for that. We are here for this. Okay, so for many of us, even including myself, before doing Atomy, I work at the bank, so which means I was getting an active income. I had a job, but it's not just me who's saying it. Many of the futurists are forecasting for the future, future job. They said most of the job that we know will disappear in 10 years. We are not making up. Even after this meeting, you can just Google about it. And there are lists of the jobs that will disappear in the near future. And then many people say in 10 years. And the numbers are pretty different depending on who are the researcher and which institution. But basically from 45 to 80% of the job that we know will disappear. So we know that this is not the place we're gonna jump in to look for the income source. Then many people go for opening a business. Yes, if you do have a certain capital and if you do have a business item and if you do have a business mindset, yes, you can open up a business, but opening up a business always equal to risk. When you're opening up a business, you cannot avoid all the risk, and you know that risk already. Before, we're just talking about it verbally, but we now know what the risk is. Unexpected, the pandemic thing happened, Corona happened. So people who had a business, I don't want to mention it, but you all know what happened. Okay, so let's go into the difference. So for having a traditional business and Atomy business, what could be the huge difference? Just by understanding this chart, even after looking at this, don't tell me you're gonna pick the traditional business. Definitely you'll go for Atomy. So basically, traditional business, you need to have a certain capital. Without capital, I'm sure, even it's not your money, you need to have an investor to help you out to open up a business. So you need a capital. For Atomy, zero. You all know that Atomy allow you to be a consumer or start a business with a zero membership fee. And in order for you to run a business, unless you're going to work there full time for yourself, you need to hire at least one or several employees. Atomy, we're not paying our partners. I'm not paying any of you. We are all getting paid by Atomy company. And in order for you to have a traditional business, you need to rent a place. But Atomy, work from home. Yes, even this Zoom meeting, we're doing global Zoom meeting, but we're able to do it in our comfortable home. And you need to go for a business permit, but Atomy, no. Losses, no. So basically, there's no risk involved. And spending more marketing tools, no. Basically, most of the things are done by the company. And if you do have a marketing skills, you can use that for Atomy business. So basically, you are using your own ability. So basically, there's no money to be expended for you to advertise Atomy. And you will be able to, this one, your business is limited within a certain boundary, but for Atomy, it's a global business. And if you go global, what happens? If you want to expand your business globally, I don't have to go further. You can imagine what paperwork, legal work get involved. Atomy, it's a global business, but basically we don't really have to do anything. Company does everything for us. Only thing we need to do, open our mouths or just chat with the strangers and share Atomy. So even just going through this list, you will know that Atomy is the one for us. And I love this part, last part. If someone copies your business, that's a competition. So you open up a famous coffee shop right here at this place, but just right across, somebody opens another coffee shop. What happened? There's a competition. You're not gonna wish the person to do well in that business. No, you're probably gonna make your coffee price lower. You're gonna introduce a coupon to attract more customers to your store. But Atomy, if more people trying to, like, we don't really use the word copy, like if more people want to duplicate you, it's better. It's a helping business. So I'm sure, probably I don't have to go with next slide. Just by looking at this, how can you stay for the traditional business? Definitely Atomy, right? And so people go for Atomy. So Atomy, network marketing. So people also want to compare between other network marketing and Atomy. So this is another comparison. So I'm not going to spend much time explaining on it. It's easy. We are free membership. All the other network marketing out there, they require a fee. Probably that's how they manage the company. And they can have a multiple account. Atomy only wants auto ship, but we all know basically no fee involved for us to do Atomy business. And the biggest difference, offline, online. And we all know the new trend for the business is online. If your business is not based on online, don't expect much for your business to grow in the future. We all know the people who had offline business, what happened to them, and people who owns the online business. We all know the number, the richest man in the world. Do you all know? It's the owner of Amazon, and he was a billionaire, but because of pandemic, he became a trillionaire. I don't even know how much is a trillionaire, but because of pandemic, when everybody else who owns the offline like struggle, but just all of a sudden he became a trillionaire. So we need to pick the business with the future business trend. And the limited product, this is certain number of MLM companies, they are only dealing with, healthcare or like a diet supplement or any specific guidance. But Atomy, we're dealing with daily necessary product. The people need to use it everywhere. People living in Canada or Philippines or India, we commonly need to use daily basis. And like I mentioned, we're here for passive income. And Jonathan also mentioned it. We can inherit our income up to 3 generations. So all the hard work, your time you're spending right now for the Zoom, it's not only for your benefit. The amount of income that you are about to create in Atomy, you can pass on to 3 generations. Isn't it amazing? Okay, so what I have here. So the benefit of online shopping, well, we all know. We all know the benefit of online shopping. So we're not just talking about the business itself, why people prefer to do online shopping. Why we end up making the one gentleman, the Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man? How? Because people prefer online shopping. Because we all know online shopping, we can shop anytime. Even like 2 a.m. in the morning, I could not fall asleep. So I want to buy a book, I can buy it online. It's there for you all the time. And there's basically no pressure. You buy anything you want. And nowadays, yes, so of course you don't want to go out. Basically, like from my experience, I went out to the mall the other day and then I have to walk through the mall with a mask on. It was an uncomfortable experience. So it's better for me to stay home and just enjoy my coffee arabica, and find what I want from online. And you don't have to look for parking. I think that's one of the good things, right? You don't have to look for the park, because certain malls, when they're packed, you have to probably wander around where to park, but none of the hassles. And you don't have to carry on. I love this one. You don't have to carry on with the bags. Everything will be delivered to your doorstep. So we all know why people love online shopping. And remember, Atomy is online shopping. So let's see how Atomy is doing, and Atomy survived during pandemic. I will not use the word survive, because you know what? Pandemic didn't affect at all. Zero with Atomy business. I believe like Dan mentioned it, that our global membership now 10 million. Even a couple of months ago, when we look at atomy.com, the website, the company official website, when we checked it, it was, I believe it was like 6 million, but now they updated it, 10 million members. So membership, it's growing. Even during pandemic, people are registering Atomy to purchase a product. And what we know, even during the pandemic, Atomy hasn't stopped opening global countries. We had a grand opening of China in July. So this month we had a grand opening of China, and they also working on to open in India, Hong Kong. So many more countries will be opening this year plus next year. So Atomy business, it's keep on growing, keep on moving forward. This war pandemic, we don't mention it, because in Atomy we don't care. It doesn't really affect us, and amazing. I think this is one of the amazing things, and then we feel proud and we feel secure that company's revenue, company sales is keep on growing. I think that's the one thing that really assure us, while people are panicking, while people worry about their sales going low, Atomy sales keep on going up. That thing alone will really assure us that this is a business. This is a amazing tool that we need to put our time and effort to create a residual income. And probably you haven't heard a lot, but many members from other network marketing, other MLM moving to Atomy. I think that's one good information, right? And probably if you think about why they're moving, it's proven already right here, right? So many of one of the company that I know, they are mostly selling just a skincare, the functional skincare. Many members in Hong Kong, all the leaders, I'm not talking about individual members or the consumers, all the leaders registered in Atomy Hong Kong. Why? Because they see the huge potential in Atomy. So Atomy is recession proof, and Atomy is a pandemic proof. Even just by looking at all two words, to me, this is I'm sure if you haven't watched it, just please watch Bino's video about how Atomy can survive more than 100 years. 100 years, 200 years, no doubt. Because in order for us to really inherit our income to 3 generations, this company really needs to last more than 100 years. And it's proven already. The CEO Park always mentioned that it's really a recession proof, because during recession, people trying to look for the product which they can afford. Atomy's product, it's a super affordable. Probably you won't be able to find any product lower than Atomy with that quality. And pandemic, even pandemic, yes, we don't go out, we don't have a usual gathering, but still, even we're at home, we do daily routines as usually. because you're home, you're not taking shower. Because you're home, you're not brushing your teeth. Because you're home, you're not looking after your health. All the things, we do it every day, even if we are staying at home. So Atomy, it's a business, it's a recession proof. Always remember, it's a pandemic proof. Atomy, there is no downfall. So for all of you joining this Zoom meeting, decided to be a member of Atomy and finding Atomy, it's amazing. Today, it's your lucky day. Starting from today, your life will be totally different. I hope it was short enough. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ari. As always, when we hear about future, we always look beyond what would be the benefit for us for what we do every day. So this is also what benefit for me, as Ari mentioned about it. There's a lot of details that Ari also shared it to us. The global opportunity of the business. More country, Atomy will open, more opportunity, business opportunity for us also to evolve. As Ari mentioned, China alone and also, right, India will soon to open the market or the shopping mall. That is a huge market potential already for us. But keep this also in mind, right? There are already 14 countries or 15 countries that are already has an operation of Atomy. That alone, any countries we can have a business partner or a member. It may not be directly that you register those people, but all of us in here are connected to each other. I had a member in the Philippines, while Oligaria is there in the Philippines, and Oligaria is doing it also while registering those members in the Philippines. And at the same time, Oligaria is also benefiting from my marketing here in Canada. And any person that I registered under Oligaria, Oligaria is also benefiting from it. Same thing that will happen also in Indonesia, right? I would like to welcome also Sani Wijaya. She is from Indonesia. Welcome, Sani. So another great business, right, opportunity for us. So we are partners in here. Even if we are anywhere in the world, we're just seeing each other in here in Zoom. But each one of us will also share, right, the market of other countries where we are at. We are in Canada, Indonesia, India, right, or any part of the world that will also join and come to us. Any one of us also know somebody that also live from the other countries as our personal connection. So I would like to open the discussion to everybody. If you guys have any questions, and I believe I could not remember Galaxy A20, right? That is the name on the screen. I would like everybody to open up your microphone, and right, you can individually unmute. I will request everybody to unmute and ask question. Ask question, anything that you want to ask regarding our Atomy business. Would I ask Sani Vidya, anything that you can also share it to us? What about your experience, what you learned from today's discussion that we have, or introduce yourself, Sani?
Yeah, I'm Sani from Medan, Sumatera, Indonesia. Hello all. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Thank you, Sani. Okay, I know this is Sani's first time that she also joined us, right, in our Zoom meeting. And
Let me give an example, John. So Sani has been a member for maybe 2-3 days. She now has a member under her. She doesn't know them.
Oh,
We've
congrats,
added another
Sani.
Indonesian member below Sani.
You.
But that's how our business goes. Each of us add to the lines. We don't personally know all of the members, but we all benefit. Every one of us benefit from every member that goes in our line in an equal amount. Nobody benefits more than anyone else.
Thank you for that, Dan. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention to Sunny earlier about it too. Yes. So anybody in here, one of us in here that would like also to ask any questions? Anyone?
Nilang,
Yeah, hello,
go ahead.
Nilang here. Nilang here.
Go ahead.
Sure, thank you. There is one question that you have mentioned that this is a binary system. It's left and right only, right?
Yes.
So, as I am under right now in Dan's right hand side I am okay, and Dan's left side somebody else. C is there. Okay. Now, if I am recruiting one person in my left from Canada, new, and at right side from Australia. Now, can I make other members also after left and right? Is there any limit or there is no limit? Number
No
one.
limit. No limit whatsoever.
Okay.
Jonathan or Dan, will you be able to show the screen on the screen that with the lineage? Because I think Lynn's question is, can he make a left and right for the other member? But that's something we don't suggest people to do.
Let's see what I have here.
Because we just recommend people to just straight the lungs left and right straight, but he's not gonna make left and right. You're
Right.
not gonna add up people left and right for your member. It's their responsibility. So you will be focusing registering members your left and your right. Keep on going down.
Sorry, there was some interruption.
So
No, my simple question was that. Sorry, my simple question was there that if Daniel is recruiting more person, okay, so it will be directly go into his right or left, right?
Yes, it depends on where he wants to add that member. Yes.
Right, and that person will be automatically under last left or last right. Okay, so will it be beneficial for me as I am under the Daniel?
Yes.
So yes, if Dan or Daniel adds a member under you, and eventually then again adds a member under that member, everyone that goes under you, whoever adds that person will benefit you. If Dan adds a member on his other side, which you are not part of, then you will not benefit from that. Right. So anyone under you, whoever adds them, it doesn't matter, will benefit you equally.
Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so it's very simple, Nilang. You can see my name here on the top, and I have a left and a right. Now, I know the person on the right. I know them. That's actually my partner. This one on the left, I do not know Josefino. I do not know this person. Someone else added them on the left, and all the way down my left leg here, I don't know most of these people. I know some of them, and here's Khan, Vinod's partner, and then here is Khan's group where she is mostly growing throughout Thailand, and then on her left, see her left and right, it splits again. So everything that all the way down here appears on my left, but I do not know most of these people. I certainly did not recruit all these people, but all of their purchases from this entire group will flow through every one of us on the left side that touches that line. Now here,
fine.
I hope that is a simple enough explanation for you, and we can spend some time
of course.
later to get into more detail, but it's a very simple left and right setup.
Right.
And just one comment there, Nilang. Keep this on the screen, Dan. So what Ari was mentioning is when you add new members, do not try to make the entire tree for them. It's their responsibility. For example, here on the left side, Dan's left side, you see 4 or 5 or 6 members without a right side. That means they did not take initiative to create their right side. That is
Correct.
their problem.
Right.
Dan simply went down one after another, all the way down, right?
Fine.
Either
Fine.
on
Correct.
the left or on the right. This is how you should develop.
Done.
Does that
Okay,
answer
cool.
your inquiry, Nilang?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you, Dan, Ari, and Vinod for the explanation. Anybody else that would like also to have any questions? That is a great questions for you, right? For anyone new, Nilang, and thank you for bringing it out. So is there anybody that also wants to have some, I know, right, in our next meeting, there will be more questions that will also come up, but we need those discussion for us to understand fully what is
Uh,
this business is all about.
okay. One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that this Zoom meeting is already recording is going on. Okay. So will we get this recording for our personal use, or it is not possible? Just for my knowledge only. That's it.
We can share our meetings. Sure.
Absolutely, yes, Nilang. We can
So
share right this meeting to anybody of us. Yes, this is for
okay.
our
So because
own resources.
I would love to invite in Zoom meeting new member, but before that I can introduce one short this type of meeting so they can get clear cut idea before entering Zoom meeting. So unnecessary it could not be disturb us also in future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
makes
concept should be
sense.
clear.
Yeah. Absolutely. We share everything. In our groups, we share all our materials freely.
Okay.
Nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Right.
As for everybody, right, that's a very good point. All the resources that we may, right, we already have. Any one of us can also have it. So Dan shared earlier, right, the link, the folder of all the materials that he already collected, and that can also be also offered to any one of us for our resources. Okay. And very good, valid
Okay.
point also, Nilang, for that you mentioned about, right, before new members that you wanted to join into our Zoom meeting, you wanted to educate them first and give them the basic information, what to expect and how are they going to also come on board. Great idea. Any other
Thank you.
topic? Any other topic that any one of us in here would like also, or should I call somebody also in here that maybe we haven't acknowledged it yet to share to us? We know that Alas Lafuente is already joined us last Thursday. Ampi, I know Ampi. Um,
You feel it.
Abbas or Amit Shukan.
Hi everyone.
Hi,
Hi.
Theophila.
I
Teopila.
invited Betty 820 Samsung. Glenn
Oh,
from Philippines.
Oh, that's your contact.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's her name?
Glenn Domingo.
So I only heard Domingo.
You just first time to join. Hi.
oh, okay.
Welcome.
Hello. Would you like to say something for everybody? You can unmute yourself. All right. Maybe next time, I don't know what some of the area in the Philippines too, the internet connection is a little bit challenging. Right. So we discussed a lot of good topics and right a point of our business from Dan presentation earlier to Vinod compensation and of course to Aries, right? How Atomy, right, would help us in the future. But before we move on to anything, right, or close into our discussion for tonight or for today, tonight in other part of the world, India, in the Philippines also, and morning in here with us. Any one of us in here that shy to say something to begin with in this meeting, but eventually next Sunday, we will have the same time and same right meeting. We may have different topic to discuss every week, right? If there is any side other topic that each one of us would like to discuss, please just point it out, send us the information ahead of time, and we will try to accommodate any other discussion or topic that you guys would like to talk about.
Sure.
At least a day, one day ahead, just give us in there, right? Whatever topic that you would like to focus on. It's open. We are here to try to share our knowledge to each one of you. Our goal in Atomy, as Eric mentioned earlier, right? In other business, we're trying to protect, right, whatever knowledge or the copyright of what business that we're doing. In Atomy, no. We try to share the knowledge, duplicate ourselves, right? The more people that we invite to join us and we also share the opportunity of the company of Atomy, the better. That's what we need. So we are very open, the honesty, integrity, and sharing factor of doing this business. This is how I love it. Right? I could ask Ari anytime, any day to give me the resources that I needed. And right on, Ari will just send it into me. I could ask Vinod anytime to share to me his knowledge about the compensation and Dan's knowledge about the product or anybody of us in here. This is the beauty of the business. No surprises, right? No hiding or anything in there. Is all open to everybody. So I hope we did a very good right point and also share a few information. I would just say a few, because if you look at the more details of this company, the more you learn, the more you fall in love with the business. Not talking about the product yet. The product itself is the driving force of the success of this business. So I would like to say thank you for everyone. I'm really glad and very honored with this group of people, partners that we have in here, and of course for our new partners in India also, and also in the Philippines and Indonesia. So I am very excited for the next Sunday's meeting that we have. But before the Sunday meeting, if any one of us that wants to learn more, we do have a Tuesday also Zoom webinar meeting, and Thursday, that is our schedule, and I believe that Thursday and Tuesday and Thursday it will be a different schedule. But we always announce it in our group chat, so everybody can also have the link of the meeting. The more we learn, the more knowledge that we have, the more effective that we can do this business and be successful as soon as possible.
And Nilang, you're welcome to come to those meetings, but really you don't have to get up at 4 a.m. It's not required, but you're certainly welcome if you wish.
It's okay.
Oh yeah,
Early morning.
You're breaking up.
I actually want to wake up early in the morning, actually.
Well,
I just want to break my schedule.
You're always welcome in our meetings.
that is a great attitude, Nilang. We talked about last Thursday. We talked about.
I think the Tuesday and Thursday.
Go ahead, Vinod.
No, I was just saying the Tuesday and Thursday meetings are at 5 a.m. India time.
No problem.
Awesome.
I like that attitude. Actually, I remember, Nilang already with us last Thursday meeting.
Yeah.
You notice what was written on my wall.
So one of the great also, well, I remember that one of like newly successful sales master that she shared to us her daily routine. Instead of waking up for 5 o'clock in the morning before, she wake up ahead 4:30 in the morning, just to add it a routine of watching VOD lectures of Atomy. What a great! And I think I heard Ari taking the challenge of
And
waking
I
up.
could not wake up 4:30, but I'm waking up 6 o'clock Friday, Saturday, even today. So let me, in my experience, of course, first it was a bit hard because I'm not a morning person. But what I have noticed is waking up 6 a.m. really give me extra time to work, extra time to focus on. It can really give me
Absolutely
extra
correct.
time. I love it. I really love it. I feel like I lost a lot of, because time is money. So I feel like I lost a lot of money before. I'm enjoying waking up early
And even
now.
you feel very energetic. The whole day you feel energetic.
True. I truly agree. Yes. And we have a hemoim. As soon as I wake up, I take 2 hemoim these days.
Oligario, anything that you would like to share for you before we end our meeting?
So far, I still am on prospecting.
That is
Maybe
good.
some other time.
What I am seeing with Oligario every week that we are meeting in here and seeing him is right, he's getting more and more and more right, fresh. Looking good, Oli. Looking good. I don't know what is your secret
Thanks.
now.
Not
So
to me.
it's Atomy,
I
exactly.
already have the foam cleanser.
All right, right on. So I hope and everybody in here, I'll see you. We'll see you again next Sunday. You are free to invite more people, right, to join us to learn this business. We know that India will not be right ready the opening of the mark or the shopping mall, right, will not be ready soon. But the good part is tomorrow we can start registering as many members in India. All right. So tomorrow is
Okay.
27th of July and the registration is open again for new registration members. So good, very good timing for us, very good timing for you, Nilang, and also the rest of from India. So that is a good way to look forward for tomorrow, Monday. Have a very blessed Sunday for everyone. Good night to other part of the world, and for us in here in Canada, it's a good Sunday for us to begin and do business Atomy for the rest of
Yeah.
the day.
Bye bye, everyone.
thank,
Bye bye,
thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
See you all
See
next
you again.
week.
Take care. Have a good day.